Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a review and tutorial, I guess, using the new NikkieTutorials Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette. I got this yesterday in the post, but I was working, so I didn't have time to play with it. So that is what we're doing today. So if you're interested in seeing what I thought of it, how I created this pink and blue glittery eyeshadow look, then keep on watching. So here is the palette. We've got the dark side with, reflecting. This has a magnifying mirror on it, which is super cool. And then we have the bright side with the normal mirror. I think my first impressions of this palette, it was £25. The packaging's really nice. You get 2 mirrors, a really nice mixture of colours. Like, this is definitely something you could travel with if you are someone that is happy to use colours, because you've got a nice few transition shades and you've got some like neutral tone shimmers, and then you've got all your brights. So it's a really good travel palette, especially with the magnifying mirror. That always comes in super handy when traveling. I think this was absolutely a bargain for £25. When you think Anastasia charged like £45 for one of their small palettes, and yeah, the formula's obviously going to be different and things, but you know, you're getting a lot for your money in this, and the pan size is really good as well. They also did pop sockets, and I got the black one with like a middle finger on it, but I'm not really a pop socket kind of gal, so I'll probably just keep that to the side. I don't know. Out of stock at the minute, but I think Nikki was saying it was like limited edition on a video, but when things are super popular, like, are they ever really limited edition, or do they bring them back for like one last sale? So I do think like there probably will be another opportunity to get your hands on this if you do like it. At the minute, all I've got on my face is foundation, some cream contour, and I've done my eyebrows. This is a pressed pigment palette, so I didn't want to do my full face of makeup, set it, everything, in case there's a lot of fallout, because I can quickly like conceal and correct things, so that's absolutely fine. I've also primed this eye with the Pillowy Eyes base, and this I've just kind of like put my foundation over. Nikki uses the Pillowy Eyes base, so I thought if I was making a palette, I would probably try and make it compatible with my favourite eye base, so potentially she's done the same. So I wanted to test that out and see. I think I'm not going to go for the neutrals. I mean, if you've bought this palette for the neutrals, then it's maybe a bit of a waste of money, because there's so many brights. The neutral shimmer shades are absolutely gorgeous. Like, this colour All In is absolutely gorgeous. It's got like a green wash to it. Let me swatch that for you. Oh, it actually is a bit pink on my hand. So it's like pink, green, bronze. Really lovely. You've also got like Underground, which is a very nice, like, seems like a cool tone bronze. And you've got NikkieTutorials, which is like a nice hazily goldy colour. I think I'm definitely going to have to use this shade Pride, which was like the blue and pink duochrome. When I was watching Nikki's video, I liked the palette. I was like, yeah, it's nice. Then I saw that shade and I was like, I'm sold. I have nothing like this. So I think I'm going to definitely have to use that. I'm definitely going to use Slasher, which is the dark purpley plum colour, because this is, I'm sure this is a cruelty-free palette, and it's apparently super hard to make cruelty-free purple shadow, so it's a really good test of the formula. I'll use Pride, and I'll probably end up using Bend and Snap and Plot Twist. We're gonna go for the Pillowy Eyes eye first, which is this one. I use shade 1, which there's a white and then this one, so this is the lightest like skin toned one. I might go in with the shade Zoma, just to kind of set the base for Bend and Snap, which is the bright pink. There is immediately quite a lot of kickback. I'm going to press that into the crease like so. Also ignore how dirty my brushes are going to be in this video, because I was kind of so excited to do this. I haven't even waited a day to clean my brushes, I've just gone straight in. I'm just going in quickly with Basic Toot, which is the nude. And then I'm going to go in with Bend and Snap, which is the bright pink. And this is going to go completely focused into the crease. That is super vibrant, really lovely. And then with the same brush, I'm going to go back into Zoma and soften the edge, because this will kind of just keep the two colours blended together, because it's got a bit of both on the brush. And then I'm gonna take Slasher, which is a dark purple, press it into the outer corner, and this doesn't have as much kickback as the others. It's basically just like a mark from a brush, so that's quite interesting. See, they blend really lovely, and putting Zoma all over kind of everywhere at the beginning has really helped this purple blend in. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I am going to cut my crease. I've kind of gone away from cut creases a bit, but I really want to showcase how Pride looks. I'm going to go back in with Slasher. I've literally just gone tiny bit. Okay, so I'm going to swatch Pride for you. Now these eyeshadows, they're very like moussey. Like you can't really see on there, but they're one of those like moussey formulas that's almost like malleable in the pan, which is quite interesting. I'm going to take it straight on my finger and just look at that. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. That is so pretty. The reason I'm not too fussy about a cut crease is I always like to bring the shimmers up a little bit now. I only ever like cut the crease because I want some level of pigment, and then I always diffuse it out nowadays because I'm a little bit over the cut crease trend. And then finally what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take Plot Twist, which is the light blue. I'm going to put this on my inner corner. Bring that up. Okay, so that isn't as pigmented as I thought it might have been. However, it definitely isn't a bad colour. It's just super pastel. I think this is a really nice way though to bring in a bit of colour to your inner corner, because this isn't too harsh. So, and that blends really nicely with Pride to make like a lilac lid. So that's really lovely. I'm not seeing any fallout at all, apart from a tiny bit from this blue, and then the glitter where my finger was too long and pressed into it. But I really like that palette. That's really nice. I kind of want to try and see what Amsterdam's like. Look at that. So I'll try and do a wing with that. That might be gorgeous. Let's have a go. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. eyebrow brush into Amsterdam, which is the bright blue here. And I'm going to try and do like a liner. Now for under the eye, I think I'm just going to continue the same colours I use on the top. Just keep it a little bit more seamless. I'm going to go in with Zoma first, which is that first peach I use just to kind of set the tone. And blend that all underneath. Like so. And then with the same brush, go in with Bend and Snap and basically just go over exactly the same areas. With a super fine little brush, I'm going to go into Slasher and with just a fluffy brush. It's like stained, and whenever I'm literally just gonna go over it like this, soften everything out. This is always my last step to any makeup look. I never use any product on this. I just kind of... So this is the first eye done from a distance. This is the Pillowy Eyes base eye. I've concealed under my eye quickly. Initial thoughts with this, I really like these eyeshadows. So the blue isn't quite as bold as I thought it would be. It is super pastel. It definitely brightens my inner corner, but it isn't as much of a pop of colour as I wanted. Everything else is great. The shimmer, you need to be super careful where you place it, because I had that tiny bit under my eye. I do now have like, because I've like concealed, I thought I'd blended it off and covered it up with concealer, but I've actually got glitter basically all over my face now. So do be careful with the glitters. I personally wouldn't really be bothered. Like, this eye is far from subtle, so if you've got glitter all over your face, like, it's not really the end of the world in my eyes. I'm going to quickly do this eye off camera. This is the eye that doesn't have any base on. I just want to see like how they both compare. I was going to do two different colours, but I thought like it isn't really a fair test of like whether you need a base for the shadows or whatever. So yeah, I'll quickly do this eye. I'll come back. I'll let you know if there's any problems with it. Okay, so as you can see, I've finished off my whole face, done my other eye. I am ready to give you my final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette. This eye performed absolutely gorgeous. Everything went on so nicely. This eye, same story. However, Slasher and Amsterdam, the two more purple toned colours that I used, didn't work quite as well as they did on this eye. The only thing that's changed is the base. I used the exact same brushes. You know, all I did on this eye was put foundation on my lid, so that can really be the only thing it was down to. So I found that even though they were pressed pigments, I was able to blend them with this. As soon as I blend them on this eye, they kind of went patchy, and I don't know how much you can tell, but this outer corner is just kind of like chunky, patchy. It's still fine. Like, if you had your eye just like this, no Pillowy Eyes base comparison, then I'd be absolutely fine with this. The thing is, now I use the Pillowy Eyes base every single time I do my eyeshadow, so if you use it as well, this palette is going to be insane. You're gonna have gorgeous eye makeup every single time. If you can buy this base, I think it's £10. You can get it from Morphe, you can get it on their own website. It's really good. It's worth getting. I have had it for about a year and I've still got like the full tube basically, and I use it every single time I do my eyeshadow. This palette in general is £25. If they do a restock and you can get your hands on it, absolutely buy it if you're interested. So nice, such a good array of colours. It's got great packaging. You get 2 mirrors. It's an absolute bargain. Just be wary that the purples and the blues might not be like the easiest colours to work with. They both did have a little bit of fallout on this eye as well. That isn't something that particularly bothers me, because I always find that bright colours do have fallout, and like you'll very rarely find a palette that doesn't have some kind of fallout or kickback or anything like that. Overall, I would definitely recommend this, and I'm really pleased that I managed to grab one. Let me know if you watching this have got this palette. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if this looks like something you would be interested in buying. If you want me to do any other little videos of this palette, then let me know, because there's like plenty of different looks you could do with this. It is a really good travel palette. I stand by that. But anyway, if you like this video, please do like and subscribe, comment down below any video suggestions, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!